Ladies, calm down, okay? You don't need to go big chopping your hair off. Your hair is not beyond saving, it's not ruined, and it's probably not dead, okay? It's just unsupported. It's probably dehydrated. And you can reverse it, okay? Yes, can we give it up for that? Listen, I'm gonna show you how you can support your hair and to bring those curls back to life. Keep watching. Welcome back to my channel. This is India Latson with For Your Porosity, and this space is about healthy, intentional hair care. Now in this video, we're going to talk about reversing damaged hair. Now I need to be clear, when your hair is damaged, most of the time it goes from low to high porosity hair. So this video is specifically speaking about high porosity hair. If you do not have high porosity hair, this video is not for you. We're going to talk about how we can maintain and bring back to life that damaged, aka high porosity hair. However, even if you don't have damage or high porosity hair, this video, you can still watch it because knowledge is power. Duh. Now, if your hair gets frizzy super easily and you put moisture in your hair in the morning and by the end of the day, it's dry, dehydrated, get tangled really easy, break off really easy, and it's just super frustrating, this video is for you. If nothing else works, watch this video. How can one hair go from low to medium porosity to high porosity hair? Several ways. If you dyed your hair, put any chemicals in your hair like a relaxer, if you straighten your hair often, or maybe you move somewhere with like high temperatures, or you know the sun, like the blazing sun is just always on your head, that can change your hair's porosity. Yes, so because of that, you just need to follow a new routine. That's really all it is, ladies, is that simple, okay? I mean, it's a little more nuances in it that we're going to talk about, but for the most part, we have to change your routine, and I'm going to tell you how. What is high porosity hair? It's very important to understand your hair and how it works so that we know how to treat it. High porosity hair is when you have widespread cuticles within your hair shaft. Now, with those cuticles being so widespread, it's hard for it to retain moisture. Now, granted, moisture gets in it super easily. You don't have to put a steamer to your head, no steam cap, no steam water, none of that. You don't have to do any of that. No lightweight products. You don't have to do any of that to get moisture in your hair. Your hair gets in, moisture gets in your hair super easily already. So you don't have to worry about that. What you do have to worry about is keeping that moisture in, because you can put a thick butter in your hair in the beginning of the day, and at the end of the day your hair feels dry because it gets in moisture super easily, but the moisture leaves just as fast. That's the problem with high porosity hair. This is what we're going to stop doing. First of all, we're going to stop panicking. We're going to put the scissors down. Remember, scissors are not a treatment plan. Cutting your hair without changing your routine is just going to make you have short damage hair. And what's the point of that? Okay, so we're gonna stop panicking, and then we're gonna stop with the heavy butters every day. You don't have to layer your hair with heavy, thick butters and cream every single day. That's not doing what you think it's doing. We're gonna stop product hopping, okay? We have to find a product that works for your hair and stick with it. Let's stop product hopping. We're gonna stop steaming our hair, okay? If you're putting a steam cap on your hair when you're trying to deep condition your hair, don't do that anymore. High porosity hair do not like heat. So we're gonna stay away from heat. Even when you put conditioner or a deep conditioner in your hair and it's time to rinse that out, rinse it with cold water. We're not gonna rinse it with hot or warm water. That's going to close your cuticles. The cold water is gonna close the cuticles to allow that moisture in. Water-based hydration. Now, if you're looking at a product and it does not start with the words water or aqua, run. So even before you put any products in your hair, you want to make sure your hair is soaked and wet in water. Cool water for high porosity hair. Don't forget cool water. Now for products, you want to use heavy, thick creams and butters. I really recommend doing the LCO method. I recommend the LCO method more than the LOC method because I say oil always should go last. Oil is going to help you lock in moisture, okay? So a leave-in, cream, and then moisture. So you're going to use a leave-in, a thick leave-in, a thick cream, and then a thick oil, okay? You don't want to use a lightweight oil. Be very specific and intentional about the products you use for your high porosity hair because it will show. If you're using lightweight products, we'll be able to tell. You want to do a protein treatment in your hair, but don't get carried away because you still can have protein overload. So for me personally, when I had high porosity hair, I did a protein treatment, specifically rice water. That was my protein of choice. I did that every 2 weeks. Now, you don't have to look at every single product, your leave-in, your cream, your butter, all that don't have to have protein in it. You don't want to have a protein overload, okay? Because then now you have a whole nother problem on your hands. But you do want to do a protein treatment, and I really recommend doing it every 2 weeks. Now, when you first start with your protein treatment, say you haven't done a protein treatment in like 6 months, I would say do it once a week, but only for about 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, then switch to every 2 weeks. But just do it once a week, just for those first 3 weeks, just to bring your hair back to life. After the 3 weeks, you go from every other week, okay? So you initially start with once a week, just for 3 weeks, 4 weeks max. 4 weeks is the absolute max. And then after that, you do every other week with the protein treatment. Now, this is really gonna make or break your whole hair care routine, and I cannot stress this enough. This part is so important. Now, before you even hop in the shower and wash your hair, the first thing you wanna do is pre-poo. Pre-poo is so important for high porosity hair. And the reason is because high porosity hair is so fragile and so afraid of everything, it breaks off at the touch. Literally, you could touch your hair and high porosity hair is breaking off. So it's definitely going to be afraid of shampoo. Shampoo will break your hair off. So before you even hop in the shower, pre-poo your hair. Every week, you want to do a pre-poo. Now it's time to actually shampoo your hair. First of all, put the clarifying shampoo and the sulfate down. High porosity hair does not like that at all. Like I said, it's too harsh. It's too harsh on high porosity hair. So you need something lightweight. Well, you don't need necessarily something lightweight, but you don't want something that harsh. It's too harsh. You need a balance. Now, what you absolutely do need is a moisturizing shampoo. Because your hair struggles with retaining moisture, of course, now you need a moisturizing shampoo. The moisture starts with the shampoo. That's how the whole routine starts, doesn't it? So you just want to get a nice good lather on the scalp and let the shampoo fall down to the ends of your hair. Now, this is the part a lot of people don't know. You're only going to shampoo once. Yes, I said it. You're not going to shampoo and repeat. You are only going to shampoo once. Now, this is specifically if you wash your hair every 5 to 7 days, which I highly, highly recommend. So if you're washing hair only every 5 to 7 days, you're only going to shampoo once. Your hair does not have buildup. Okay, your hair is not prone to build up like low porosity or medium porosity hair. Those guys need to shampoo multiple times in the shower. You, however, only need to shampoo once because like I said earlier, and I will say it again, your hair hates shampoo. It will break it off. Your hair is too sensitive. Your hair is so sensitive. Okay, it doesn't like shampoo. So we're gonna tolerate that sensitivity in your hair and only shampoo once. After your shampoo, you're going to do a deep conditioner, of course. Choose a very good moisturizing deep conditioner. Okay, it's okay if it's heavy or thick, you know, like me. No, but seriously, just do a deep conditioner of your choice, and then after you deep condition, you are going to do a apple cider vinegar rinse. You don't have to do this every week. Again, I say like every other week. Maybe the week that you don't do the rice water or the protein treatment, that will be the week that you do the apple cider vinegar rinse. And this helps with balancing the pH in your hair, okay? Because high porosity hair pH is off. Yes, you have pH in your hair, not just down there, okay? So the pH in your hair is off, but the apple cider vinegar is going to help balance the high porosity. So apple cider vinegar rinse works really good for your hair. So I highly recommend. So now that we shampooed our hair in the shower and we did the LCO method, what's next? Okay, so now we have 7 days to do and to maintain with this high porosity hair. So what do we do? Good question. We are going to try to moisture and seal moisture in the hair throughout the week. Now, you don't have to do this every single day, but it is okay if you do it every single day, but you don't have to. You are going to get a refreshing spray, okay? One tailored for your hair, one that's a little heavy, a little thick. You don't have to get a super lightweight one. You're going to spray that in your hair, and then you're going to lock it in with a thick oil, okay? So you're going to moisture your hair first with the refreshing spray, and then you're going to lock it in with an oil after that. And that's going to help keep your hair moisturized throughout the week. Now, this last one is very important, okay? Leave your hair alone. Too much manipulation with your hair is going to run away from you, okay? Your hair is going to get irritated, it's going to catch an attitude, and it's going to run away. Leave your hair alone. Don't go touching your hair throughout the week, like just throughout the day, just constantly touching your hair, constantly pulling at it or playing with your curls. Just leave it alone, because I know when I have high porosity hair, one time I would like touch my hair and just like see the curls fall. Just leave your hair alone, okay? It doesn't like too much. It gets agitated super easily. I'm pretty sure I said that earlier. I'm gonna say it again. It gets agitated so easily. So you have to leave it alone, okay? High porosity hair acts like a girl on her cycle. Easily agitated. So you just have to leave it alone. Once you put a style in your hair, just leave it alone for that day. And then the next day, of course, restyle your hair and just leave it alone for that day. Just really try not to do too much manipulation when it comes to your hair. Okay, first of all, guys, you want to be patient. Changes is not going to happen overnight. I know we want it to, but it's not. I know for me, I saw a difference about a month into consistently following a healthy hair care routine for my hair. And I'm going to include pictures too, before and after. And then once you keep at it, your curls are going to start bouncing back to life. It's going to start feeling more hydrated, more healthy. You'll start to see inches. Yes, your hair will still be able to grow and retain length as long as you follow the right routine. So be patient. About a month, you'll start to see difference, maybe even sooner. Honestly, that was just my experience, but you might even see a difference sooner. And then about 3 months, you'll really start to see your length retention starting to happen. Just really stay consistent, and that's the most important part. Okay, if you have high porosity hair, tell me how long it took for you to start seeing results when it comes to your hair. Comment below and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, however long it took. And share your experience with other people. We all be going through it. We all like to dye, straighten, bleach, lay our hair down to the side. We all like to do it. So we all probably had high porosity hair at least at one point. I know I did several times, but we won't talk about that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope this video found you at a time in need. Like, comment, and subscribe on all my socials. Everything is at For Your Porosity. And until next time, when it comes to self-care, let's be intentional. Bye.